Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope back with another video. And guys, I just want to go ahead and talk about this game right here, Verse 99, one more time. Just go over it and the difficulty of the game. Now, the thing about these kinds of games, like these specific that are more focused on story difficulty, they're going to drag you, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now. These games tend to be difficult through the story, and it's what I prefer in my opinion because there's a lot of difficulty. So if we go out here and we go to Order de los Tigres, if we go to a mission, right, and I click hard, right, these are hard. These are not just a story, a good story with a lack of difficulty. These things are very hard and require investments in your characters. Like this is insight level 40, insight level 2, and characters of level 40, right? So if we go in here, right, 2 of my characters are level insight 2, and only 1 of them are past 40. My leveling setup has been all kinds of backwards because the game is new. And you're gonna learn who's good and who's bad as the game comes along. But let's just go over the typings. The typings in this game mean a lot, and they typed it in a strange manner for the story mode, right? So as you can see, a knight here is the main DPS that is on Raid Up, and he does spirit damage, and spirit damage is only good against intelligence versus spirit. Now you might be asking, does spirit and intelligence have any kind of thing, like any kind of benefits towards the other ones? No, outside of it being neutral. The only positive that you get for spirit and intelligence kind of characters is that they are neutral to every other thing in the game. But that means their damage is also neutral. So Mr. A Knight here, where he is very, very decent, especially against people that are intelligence, almost, I would say 80% to 90% of this story takes place with mineral, beast, plant, and star enemies, and or spirit enemies. There are not many intelligent enemies. So it leaves a knight to doing nothing crazy right now. So possibly, I don't know who it is. Chances are it's someone else, but possibly him being featured, possibly, I would think that he is the most, air quotes, the best DPS isn't the best DPS for the story mode because he's neutral. He is neutral to everything. Almost all of the hard fights that you're going to fight, he's neutral against. So it's like he's kind of not pointless, but like he's not gonna do anything insane. Still a good DPS, but he's not gonna carry you because he isn't effective against any of the actual hard parts in the story mode. It ends up being beast, plant, star, and mineral that you need for the most part. So you're like, okay, fair. Celebi, another one. Great damage, but the way her kit works is very interesting, if I have to say so myself. So if we go over to let's go look at her resonance. I think her resonance makes her a lot better than what she is. So her insight, sorry, not resonance, insight. So if we go ahead, at insight 1, a duration of poison inflicted by triple the dose increases by 1 round, which isn't that good because when inflicting poison, it'll do base damage upon throwing it, and that's it. It just does the damage on throw, and then the damage will tick after the enemy's turn is over, which is how poison only goes, right? Fair. Then insight 2, when entering battle, healing done plus 10%. Decent. So extra 10% on healing. Okay. And then on insight 3, before concentrated essence inflicts cure status, the cure status on all allies takes effect immediately. That is massive. Celebi, insight 2 to insight 3 is massive. This 3, if you have Celebi, will change your entire game. Because 2, the way it works is you activate the card, you activate the cure, you do not heal. You heal after the enemy takes a turn. So if your health is low and you have a level 3 heal, You activate it, you die. Why? Because you're not gonna heal. Your heal doesn't activate immediately. But with 3, now there are moments where you can set it up to where it actually does work out well, but I'm not sure if it'll double hit though. But I'm sure it does. I'm sure it'll still just activate before enemy turn and then that'll be it versus activating after the enemy turn. If it activates both, then Sotheby will be cooking. If it activates before the enemy turn and activates after the enemy turn, oh, that will actually be insane. It will go crazy if it does that. But her insight makes her a lot better because boy, oh boy, do you get destroyed. The amount of damage you will be taking is a lot. So you be prepared. You will need a healer if you're gonna go ahead and run the hard difficulty. Now to continue. Same for a knight. A knight, a very, very decent. Got a lot of damage reduction. But it's kind of interesting that he has damage reduction, but then he has HP loss. So for every max HP, times 30% HP lost by the enemy, precision penetration rate plus 10%. So this is actually affecting the enemy. So that one is a lot better. So lower the enemy's health, the harder he'll hit. So you can, ramp up his damage as the enemy gets weaker. And as long as you get weaker as well, you also do more damage. So there's something you can do here to make it work. 200k. Man, oh man. The point of this video is to say, I should have done this while I'm summoning. Guys, this game is a slow burn. It's a slow burn, y'all. There's no rush for anything. Oh. I was just reading this to see if it's worth it. It's just stats. It's literally just stats. And stats are very important. Like, I can't act like stats are not. Stats are actually quite important in this game. But what you're getting are stats. Yeah, that's really all you're getting for dupes of characters. So you really don't need to go and summon once you've already done it. But if you're like me and you're a fool, you'll continue summoning. Now, there's only one 6-star on this banner, right? And it is a knight, correct? I think it is just a knight. Correct? I'm trying to see, like, this is the rate details. Oh wait, no, there are more 6-stars. I just haven't seen them. Apparently you can pull Sotheby, you can pull Regulus, Centurion, Anna and Lee, Meadows and Pocket, Eternity, Miss Newbie, Miss Snowbabble, Voyager, Druvius. Guys, now that I actually have, let's go ahead and do something. Now that I actually have Eternity, I am disgusted because her performance isn't there. I rarely get the purple drops, but this is all purple. But yeah, I rarely get I rarely get these purples. But now that I have Eternity, ugh. The fact that she does damage to herself to do damage, it sucks, guys. It sucks in this game. It does not work well. It really doesn't. You get destroyed, decreasing your own health while these enemies hit hard. Eternity. Maybe I just haven't figured out. Like I said, it's the beginning of the game. Game just started. But it's tough with her. It is tough with her. She is not the greatest. She gets rocked for taking her own HP and then hits hard and she just dies. Charlie.
The troopers are here. Get out of... Huh? You're not one of them? I am so sorry.
It's a new character for me. Now, I would like to assume, like this is an assumption. I know what I said in my previous video that I said, I'm sure the resources will be limited because it looks like it's taking the MiHoYo route, but it shouldn't be ultra limited because this game has a variety of characters and they want you to use them. Truth be told, there's a lot of stuff in this game that you will not be able to beat without a mono team. You need mono teams to clear a lot of the stuff in this game. So relax on the first couple days. It might seem like, bro, these resources aren't here. Let it breathe on the first couple days. Let it breathe on the first. That's any gacha. Any gacha on day one, first week, the resources are gonna be a little cut for you. It's gonna be a little cut. So don't be mad. Your stamina bar is still increasing. There it is. That is how week one normally goes. But I would hope that the resources do start to spry up as we go along because it's needed. Otherwise, you're not beating hard mode, which is it's fair. They don't want you to beat hard mode immediately. See what it is. It's a night again. Dude, we just get him.
Nameless, wandering, beholden to thee.
Like, I just don't miss. I've gotten him every time. And apparently, can you not fail the pity? Is that just what it is? Is it just guaranteed a night? Like, I'm not sure. It could be that he's just simply a guaranteed pull every time. Oh, that would have been awesome if that was him again. All right, cool. All right, so we got a whole bunch of summons. And like I said, it's a slow burn. Don't lose your mind trying to complete the story because it's hard. Don't lose your mind trying to complete the, where is it? Artificial somnambulism. This gets hard. The last one right here in Misty Lake B, the training ground, you take a team of 4, and after you take your team of 4, you have to retire 2 for the next game, and then you have to retire a different 2 for the next game, and the 2 that you retired previously get to come back. So you're flopping characters. Fortunately, my Knight and Sotheby were strong enough to just carry me through it. So like I just retired everybody and just kept them on the bench, kept them in. Like I only needed 2 characters to clear it, but I know that as the game continues, that will not be viable anymore. Like you might have to switch up the 2 that you're taking because they have enemies with different effects. So like, let me go ahead and take you to one, for example. Why I say mono teams will be necessary and that they have to give us resources or this game will not be viable. So let me go ahead and show you. This game will not be viable to play for most people if they don't give out the resources. Because when I say it'll be impossible, like I mean that in a serious way. It will not be plausible for anybody to complete stuff like this. This mission here. Enemy only. Only Afflatus can breach the sturdiest shields. When a character is attacked by enemies of non-stronger Afflatus, damage taken from that enemy is minus 30%. Guys, I'm not going to go into it, but this team cannot beat this stage. Period. You cannot beat this one 12 stage with this team. Maybe at some point I can out damage it, just purely raw out damage regardless of the 30%. But as of right now, this team that I have currently constructed tickles them. That 30% matters. And if the game continues in that route with this mono kind of style, what happens with that? That means we're going to need the resources to actually attempt it. So we're going to need the resources so we can actually attempt the mono run. So I'm going to need the resources that I can go ahead and run a mono beast team, a mono plant team, or whatever I need to clear. Because as of right now, if I'm leveling up one set of team to actually clear the content of the game in base, I need a whole other set of resources to start making mono teams. So like, I'm really hoping that they do leak out more of the resources. I'm going to say that the hurt is at its beginning of the game. I haven't even unlocked all the rarities for all the resource missions. So I'm going to say that it's just that for now. But we'll see like in about a month how it looks for free-to-play players and pay-to-play players. Because this seems like a game where you're going to have more access to a lot more characters, which is good. I prefer that. And the difficulty will be more in strategizing. And also while we're here, the card generation. Boy, oh boy. I swear I have the worst card generation known to man. So there are 3 characters that join on a team at a time. Until the ones you have 4. Sometimes you have 4 people on the screen. But most of the time you're having 3. And you would think that'd be 33% chance, like a good 33% split across your team. It's very annoying because more often than not, it's just random. It kind of sucks with it being random. But more often than not, a Knight gets no turns on my teams. It's insane how often he gets 0 turns. Like guys, I played 2 turns. He did not get a card. So like first turn he had 1 card, second turn he had no card, and another turn he had no card on the screen. It can be brutal sometimes. Sometimes you will lose to the randomness of card draw. I just want to make this known so you guys understand that it's okay. It's going to happen. You're going to lose to card draw. You're going to lose to lack of having characters right now. But give it a week. Give it a week. These kinds of games are generally hard. There's the My Hero game that I can't think of the name of it, but there's a My Hero game out that was kind of the same vein. That story mode gets hard. It really does. And it requires mono teams to complete. These kinds of games all start like this. Mono teams are the way to go for the most part for a lot of the events when they are structured with just a boss. If there's a boss, chances are a mono team will clear that boss, while everyone else just struggles. So let's hope that they start giving us enough resources to make the mono teams more viable, or that I'm sure they are viable, but to make them more player accessible. I keep using the wrong words. Make them more accessible outside of the first team that you use, because you're gonna need them. So just take it slow. My tasks are almost finished. You should not be this far, but let's be honest. I'm not getting this last 8. I ain't doing it. I'm looking. I'll probably be able to dibble dally and find a couple more easy ones to pick off, but chances are I might not be able to get that 190 now. Might have to wait on that. Like I said, it's hard. It is difficult, guys. So I just wanted to talk on that. It's difficult, but it's a good difficult, in my opinion. It is a good difficult, in my opinion. Oh, I got happy. I thought that was the 60% that I needed. It's not. It's a good kind of difficult. So don't hate it. Just vibe with it. And that's 3. So that's just more reality damage. Cool. And that's to his ult. Rousing morale when the caster damage bonus. Okay, so he's always had rousing morale, right? No, he doesn't have rousing morale yet, actually. We have to unlock that. No, he does have it. Let me go back out of here. Oh, that's always confusing me. And so he does get rousing morale. What I'm not getting from his portrait is that if this attack defeats an enemy, gain 1 additional stack. So is it 2 stacks? Is that what it's saying? And that might be it. But whatever. It's a hard game, y'all. It's a hard game. It's okay that it's a hard game. It's good that it's a hard game. You're not going to blow through it. So enjoy it. Chances are you're not anywhere near where I am, especially if you actually watch the story of the game, which you should. So you guys have a whole bunch of content. They'll give us some free-to-play units as the game comes out, I'm sure. This just seems like that kind of game, and the free-to-play units will probably be really good, especially if you max them out. If I'm thinking of Slime Isekai Memories, because Slime Isekai Memories had a very good, a good amount of great free-to-play options, especially if you grinded them out. They were quite phenomenal to your account. So I will hope that they do the same here with the free-to-play options as they come out and as the game grows. And that was only a month in that they gave us great free-to-play options for the game. So I'm hoping they do the same here. I really do. But that's really all I have to say. And I'm kind of just talking, I'm ranting, but I just wanted to let you guys know that it's a hard game. You're gonna lose story missions. You're going to lose the little challenge mode. You're going to lose literally everything. Everything on the last difficulty is going to up your tail right now. Keep that in mind. Because we're not maxed out. Remember that none of us are maxed out. When we get maxed out, that's when the game changes. But we're all still leveling up. You have 3 insights to get through and level to get through. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking, why am I losing? Why are the enemies feel so much stronger than us? Because they are. We are not at max. Someone on this planet is, but most of us are not at max. If you're at Insight 1, you're nowhere near max. If you're at Insight 2, you're not near max. If you're at Insight 3, you're getting there. But even then, you're not max because you still have to actually level yourself all the way up. So it's all be prepared to lose because we are weaker than the enemies, period. Most of the enemy games are stronger than us by a long shot. Just keep that in mind. But with all that being said, thank you for watching. If you watched, drop a like on the video. If you liked it, comment something down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.